This is a Freightliner M2. Most of them are going to have these 3 batteries underneath the box here. Every once in a while you'll have one that has 2 batteries underneath the cab, and very, very rarely you'll see some sort of other configuration, but most of the time it is this. So to replace them, you pull that, get that down, and there are 2 tabs in here that these hook into. You're gonna slide those out, they hook into that slot right there. There's one on either side, and then you're gonna have a positive and a negative rail. Always take the negative off first, so if you smack something when you're touching the positive, say from here to here, it won't arc. If the negative is completely off, that has no chance of happening unless you have an internal battery somewhere else in the truck, which most of the time, unless you have a service truck, that is not the case. And then most of the time, these are going to be the same as that, which are 9/16. So go ahead and loosen this. You can't get this off most of the time yet. What I do is I just leave that on, leave the back hooked on still, and then I will get these 3 here off, and if need to be cleaned, I can clean them, and then these 3, and then we can go get the batteries off. But for now, get all of these nuts off. You don't have to get these ones off, just the ones that are over the posts, and then make sure to see which side they go to and keep them on that side. Most of the time you're gonna have the black with the negative and the red with the positive. Sometimes if the cables get swapped out, then they will have a black on either side. Very rarely will you ever see red on a negative, almost never. But sometimes if cables have been replaced, you will see a black on the positive. Just keep in mind which side they go to, and I like to just drape them over on the side that they go to. It is very important to keep this and not lose it. You don't want your batteries bouncing around in here when you're going down the road and possibly get ripped off or cause some damages bouncing all over the place. You definitely want to have this tied down, and if you don't have one of these pieces, I recommend getting a replacement. That's a must. I've got the 3 nuts off of here and lifting this up. I can see there's not a whole lot of corrosion, but there is a little bit starting. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean that off with some brushes that I have. And what I do is I go side to side, and I always wear glasses. I'm pretty big on safety for the eyes. If you go back and forth and you're not wearing glasses, a lot of times you'll get little pieces flung into your eye. So that is a bad, bad thing. Wear glasses and go left to right. And then once you're done, just hang this over the side here. See how the negative is hanging off there, and with the positive, if I get a part of it touching and get it on the metal, it's not going to arc at all. That would not be the case if any part of the negative was still touching. That would complete the circuit without the batteries, and that would be a bad, bad thing. You get all sorts of sparking, and batteries can explode if you leave that for any length of time. So make sure that the negatives are completely detached before you work on the positive. I got those 3 on the positive off, and as you can see, that part goes right back onto that post, so make sure to get that back on if yours looks exactly like this. Sometimes they'll be attached to this, sometimes in the back. Just go with what you've got and make sure to reattach once you get it back together. There's a little bit of corrosion starting on this one, so I will get that cleaned off as well and then set off to that side. Now that those are completely detached and hanging off to the sides, I will lift this up, get the first one out, get the second one out, and this bar right here will stay there. When you take the third one out, that's when it's gonna fall down in the back. I've got those first 2 out, and as you can see, this will not fall down. But again, once I pull that forward, it will start to sink in the back. So there it is, sunk on the back, and just be a little careful once you get this off. Sometimes it can hook on here, it doesn't happen very often, but then you can kind of stutter with it, and then it can drop on you if you're not careful. Just be really careful, especially taking that last one off. And there they all 3 are off, and that is flat. Like I said, the back is still there, so what I do when I get the new one on, the first one, I will make sure negative is on this side, positive is on that side. I will lift this up with one hand and then push it in with the other, and then I go ahead and push that back, and this is all the way up. Here are the new batteries. As you can see, all 3 of them are 750 cold cranking amps, and you want to have all 3 of them as close together as possible, hopefully the same thing. You don't want to have like a 350 and then an 1125 or something. So get them as close as you can, and then get them in there. It's worth noting that these are backwards from each other. As you can see, they all read straight when you look at them. It looks like this one has been turned around, so you really want to pay attention to the positive and the negative, so you can read that. But then this one is on the opposite side of the battery, and then the negative is here and the positive is there. So you want to make sure to have all of the positives lined up and all of the negatives lined up. You do not want to get those mixed up at all. And with this first one, that can be the most difficult one getting in if you have trouble holding this up while getting the battery in. And under one thing you can do is just set that to the side, make sure it doesn't fall. Then you can get the battery on there, push it back, and then push this on top of it, and then push the battery all the way back. So there's that first one on there. Got the negative on this side, positive on the other, and they don't matter that much how far on either side that all of them are. You want to have them lined up with each other, but they can either be hitting this or hitting that, so it doesn't really matter. You just want to make sure they are lined up with each other. That way this can fit straight on without having to loosen any of these up. That just causes extra work if you don't do that. All three of them are now on, and then triple check to make sure that all the negatives are on one side and all the positives are on the other. And the reason I keep stressing this is because I once did watch a guy flip a battery around and then try to connect it, and it was a huge sparking mess, and I went over and smacked one of them off. That could have been a big fire, or it could have blown up. A lot of damage to him and the company's property. So that's why I keep stressing negative one side, positive on the other. Don't get them mixed up. I then got this back on. As you can see, it moves a little bit. That doesn't matter too much. We'll tighten that later. What I'm going to do now is line up all the positive, get them on, and then get those started. And then I will do the same with the negative. And then lastly, we'll get this completely tight. Actually, I did get these all tight because I don't want to get the negative on a little bit and then go to tighten these and then smack the ground or the negative and cause that sparking I was talking about. So I actually did just tighten all these and then go ahead and get the negatives on and tighten those. The negative is now on and tight, and the positive I did right before then. And now we go ahead and tighten this, and that will hold everything tight down. There we are. Everything is swapped as far as the batteries are concerned. The bottom of these are all cleaned up. Everything is tight, including this tie down. Then you want to go ahead and get in your truck and then make sure it starts. That sound is always a good sign. There we go. And you might have a check engine light if you have any sort of issues related to the batteries, or if it was left on for a long time, the battery's just drained. So go ahead and check that. But I'll turn this off. I hope that helped somebody. Thank you for watching. Let me know if it helped, and I hold no responsibility if you cause any injury to the vehicle or yourself. Just follow these step-by-step instructions and you should be good to go. Thanks again for watching. Have a good day. Bye.